if a conductor feels that he can live without a singer, then we will not know your brilliance. Because you need a singer to bring. Verdi needed singers to portray his talent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Verdi needed an orchestra or a violin so that he can write. Without those, it's just ideas that he has.
Mm-hmm.
I've been singing opera for the many years. I know the story of La Traviata.
Yes.
I know the story.
Mm-hmm.
But does it relate to me?
No.
No. It's just a normal story of one lady, Yeah, but through Tololo, it hits home.
Today I'm chilling with Donald Majosi. I call him a straight shooter, but I will tell you why. Donald, welcome to Grand Piano.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a nickname.
This is Grand Piano Truth with Sia, your number one choral podcast in Southern Africa. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember, your subscription means we are growing together. Bro Donald,
Yes, sir.
diyavuya ufikile man bro.
Thank you.
And you know the reason I call you a straight shooter is because when you're addressing choral music issues, choral music challenges, you don't mince your words. You go straight apho ithole lifele khona. And before we can dive into that, abanye abantu abamazi bangubani Donald. Who is Donald Majosi?
Wow. So Donald Majosi. Well, I've been in the choral scene for quite some time.
Yeah.
From, if I can name a year, I think from 2001. And I think I came from a gospel background. And then I went to a church, and I started going to church. I went to find out the church they were doing choral music.
Yeah.
And then I joined because now they didn't really cover gospel music, but I love to sing. And but I must say I came with a background of imitating Pavarotti, and I remember one song it was the famous Nesundorma. But I didn't sing it, but I just loved it. And then from there on, that's where the love started, and then I just went into the choral space, and then so from there on, and then there was Tirisano at the time.
Yes.
And then I sang into Tirisano, which I won. And then I sang into Sakma, which I won. So I've been singing the tenor voice for quite some time, and then I moved to Cape Town to study music there.
Yes.
So my choral music and operatic background it's quite. I've got long service. I've got over 20 years in the space. Yes, and then from there on, then I conducted the church choir, and I performed at NCF, and then I started educating, and then I did voice training. I started, training up and coming voices. So I've been involved for quite some time.
Yes,
So yeah, just a high level of my background. That's besides my work, just me.
Your relationship with Northern Cape?
I was born and bred in the Kimberley.
Oh,
yes, I'm
okay.
from Kimberley. I'm from Kimberley, born and bred there. So I moved to Joburg because my mother moved to Joburg in 1994.
Yes.
So then I started visiting because my mother was here. I started visiting around 99, and then until I moved to Joburg in 2006, 7, and then so I'm here now.
Okay.
Ever since then.
Yeah.
I'm based here. I'm working here.
In one of your posts, I've been following you for quite some time. In one of your posts, you were concerned about the growing frustration in the choral fraternity.
Yes.
Let me quote your words. I quote: "There is a growing frustration among experienced and aspiring choristers who wish to sing across different choirs, but feel discouraged by the conduct and attitude of some conductors."
Yes.
It goes like reports and unappreciative behaviors,
Mm.
lack of respect for choristers' talent, and decision driven by ego rather than musical excellence are deeply troubling. Even more concerning situations where conductors are willing to compromise standards,
Mm.
such as singing with underage choristers or delivering substandard performances at the expense of the choir's reputation.
Mm.
Quote close. Tell me about that.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe to break it down into into a simpler form, maybe into a layman's term.
Yeah.
I always make a comparison of, let's say, DJ Black Coffee, right? Now, a very good producer. He can produce music. Now, his music is only as good as the sound system that plays his music. You know what I'm saying? So, if Black Coffee produces the number one hit song and he plays it in a CD or maybe plays it in a sound system in 1985, you will not really hear the quality of his work. So then Black Coffee will then need to play it in a Sony proper so that you hear all the effects that are there. And that's the same thing I'm saying there, that in as much as you are a conductor, yes, the idea is yours. You might be teaching us the music, but you need the voice to bring through your ideas. So many there's a collaboration here, very strong collaboration. You know, so it is a relationship that it's like a nail, a finger and a nail. They can't live without one another. You know what I'm saying? So if a conductor feels that he can live without a singer, then we will not know your brilliance because you need a singer to bring. Verdi needed singers to portray his talent. Verdi needed an orchestra or a violin so that he can write. Without those, it's just the ideas that he has. So, and now, my biggest problem that I've been seeing is that there is no collaboration between the voice and the conductor. Voice, I meaning the voice, the singers or the choir. You know what I'm saying? Because now conductors are no longer, there's no partnership. It's more about the conductor. And that's why a lot of people that I know have stopped singing because sometimes the attitude of the conductor, and then it's also the issue of um of financial management. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's an issue on its own that maybe we might talk about. But for me, I think in the choral space, you need seasoned singers. When you talk about a seasoned singer, you're talking about someone who, in as much as you are a conductor and you'll come and interpret your music, but there's an element of natural talent that the singer will bring that that carries about 60% of your job. You know that if you give Donald a score, you might just work on interpretation, but you don't have to work on technique. Technique already he has. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's the same collaboration that is at soccer as well.
Yeah.
It's everywhere where there's a coach and your star playing. So and I'm not saying that conductors must hold singers like an ache, like a hand or something like that. But I'm saying we need to have strong bonds when we understand each other's roles and we respect each other's roles. And you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's basically what I was saying. That a conductor is willing to every year to go and get rid of a seasoned singer to go to a school and go take a new singer and start again. And after it, the conductor doesn't change the attitude. Even the new singer will then see the problem with the conductor. And then the new singer goes. And he goes again to go and take a new singer. So it is then. So when you look at this pattern, the common denominator is the conductor. You know what I'm saying? But because people are afraid to lose the conductor, that's why then they stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the singers are better than the conductor, but I'm just saying that we need strong collaboration between conductors and singers. And once we have that, we'll have strong choirs
Yeah,
going forward, where we have seasoned singers bringing in new singers, and then going forward, there's that giving back between, in fact, it just makes the conductor's job
yeah,
way better and
yeah.
easier.
On that point, conductor's job. What is the role of the conductor? Because he might be caring too much, end up shouting at innocent people because there's a lot of things, uniform, transport if we preparing for competition, and there's also people are coming late in the practice. So the guy, we can blame him, say, "Oh no, this guy."
So I would say, you see, the problem comes when conductors think that they are the solution for the problem. I mean, what conductors are facing, it is nothing new. It is what companies are facing. There's a word that we all know. It's called delegation. You delegate. That's why we've got structures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I am going to be the one, and I'm currently things that I mean, I know choirs that are doing that. You've got inside a choir, you'd have a committee that looks after different elements. So luckily I was also a conductor, and I am currently even a conductor. And one thing that I've always done right through as a program for the year, it was fundraising, because majority of the time the causes of these things are finances. And we need to find innovative ways to make money, because it's normally the stresses that comes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or maybe because maybe I was fortunate. I come from a choir that when I started singing, the choir belonged to the church. So now the conductor, we had to every year, beginning of the year, elect a new conductor. So it doesn't mean if Sia 2020 is the conductor, 2021 you're going to be the conductor. No. We had 4 conductors.
Yes.
So in that conducting, so we'll see how your performance is. If you're a good conductor, next year, vote for who's the conductor. Sia again, yes, it goes on. Next year, if it's not Sia, and they would all stay. So we took the element of ownership away from conductor, and then now we would also have different roles.
Yes.
So now the church was the governing body. It was in fact like some sort of a board of directors. So we're all reporting. So when NCF money come in, it go to the church.
Yes.
They would manage. So no one felt entitled. The church would then run all the logistical elements. You know what I'm saying? They would run piano rehearsals. They would do. And also, I think it is very important when you join the choir that you set the expectations. What is it that you are coming to do?
Yeah.
Listen, this is we are singers. We are an extramural activity choir. We don't pay people, and you know what I'm saying. So one of the reasons, one of the things that we do is that fundraise.
Yes.
We fundraise. So when you come and you sign your, so we had a joining where you join and you sign, you commit yourself, and in that it was clear what is that we do. We would attach our program for the year, what is that we're going to achieve, and then it is clear, so that when you join the choir, you understand exactly what is that you're committing yourself into. You know what I'm saying? You need to fundraise when we go, so that after work, when we leave the practice session, you need to take yourself. You bring yourself, you take yourself. If it happens that Sia's going my same direction, I don't have an issue. But I will not be able to drop 7 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or 8 people. I know it's gonna frustrate me as a conductor. You know what I'm saying? So we need to find a balance, but it all depends how you run and how you set up a choir. So it goes from choir to choir. Yeah.
According to you, what is the structure of the choir?
Like I'm saying, it depends. So with me, for the many of years being in the choir formation and conducting, I've always had a lean approach. I don't have, you have conductor, assistant conductor, secretary, deputy secretary, chairman, deputy chairman. So by the time you've got about 7 executive or 10 executive members or community members.
Yes.
So for my years, I've always had 3 or 4, right? And decisions are quick. We take the decision quickly.
Yes.
And whenever we want, we would meet quickly, discuss, and move forward. So for me, the leaner they are, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we need to be very, very innovative. Now, innovation doesn't mean that I must always be the one coming up with ideas.
Yeah, true.
I just need to throw them and say, guys, this is what our next plan. We need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what. There's always work that must be done at the back. By the time I come to the choir, I'm prepared. So I'll tell them, listen, we need to do a concert, guys. I think there's a need for a concert to have more music in our repertoire. How about there's the concert and we need about 10,000 rand. So how long do we have? So the question then comes, how much do you need? So let's say the budget is 10,000, yes, and then we say, because they'll say it's the pianist, rehearsals, and blah blah blah, whatever that I say, and then the next question is, how do we raise the 10,000? Okay, now we've got 3 months to prepare. Right now, divide 10,000 in 3 months. Right. Now you have the 3,500 and something. Yes. Right. So now 3,500 you divide it in a month. How many voices are there? Let's do the math quickly. Right. So sorry, I just need to take my phone. So we say 3,500. That's what we need to raise in 1 month. Right.
Yeah.
Divide. How many are we, guys? We are 50. Divided. So each and every person needs to pay 70 rand. Are you saying that we can't raise 70 rand
in 3 months?
In 1 month.
In 1 month.
So you've got 30 days to raise that. So now we are 50. Now we raise pop, or in a day, whatever that we do. So we come up with ideas to say each person needs to raise the spam. So now you come up with ideas. Now we look around. What is it that we can sell or do to raise that amount of money? So we start with zero. We start building. Whether we say, okay, I'm going to quickly type at work. I'm going to type a raffle, or I'm going to type a donation form where you just need to raise 100 rand. So you'll get out here, everybody donates to you 100 rand. That's your startup capital right there. If I come here and say, support us, 100 rand, 100 rand, 100, 10 rand, 10 rand, 10 rand, 10 rand, 10 rand, just make sure that you bring your 10 rand. So already, when everybody brings their 100 rands and we are 40, how much is that? 4,000 rand as a start. Now we build from 4,000 rand, 2 more, just like that. For me, that has always been my approach, to simplify the process, and it has always worked. That's why I've never paid to run a choir. I've never paid. Maybe my only payment may be maybe now and then petrol there. Let's go there and there. But that's it. But I've never paid for uniform.
Previously we attended the Choral in Dub, and someone made a comment there that in our choirs sometimes you're better girl because of you are a beautiful lady here, or you're singing beautiful. Then we take you or beg finances to speak away. We don't look skills. We just take because we're now maybe tata cool. Then we ngalunga park with finance.
That's a problem that is, I think it's everywhere. When you get to soccer, the one guy that can score the most, normally they want to make him the captain. The most beautiful one, or the soloist, would be the one that gets the role of chairman. But it's not the skill. So luckily, again, I'll speak about my experience. The choir that I used to sing then, it was the St. Mary's choir. Our chairman couldn't sing. He was the starter. So that guy couldn't sing, but he was the best chairman ever. He would come to rehearsal, he would do everything, but he couldn't sing. You know what I'm saying? So, but he knew the administration. He knew how to run an organization. So, and it is, again, we have support from, I don't think, if you've got 40, let's say you've got 40 voices, there's no way out of 40 voices you can't get 4 parents. 4 parents of these people that are singing with you to say, come and help us run the choir. Whether you bring in them from a strategic point of view, from which point, whether they will be the one cooking when you guys are doing a camp, whatever. But again, let's say it is those partnership, when you have partnership with different stakeholders to help you promote the agenda of whatever that you guys are trying to achieve. So you can't work in silos. You can't be Mr. Know-it-all. Once you do the music so that you relieve your friend from other frustration.
Exactly.
Yours is just to crack what Verdi wants.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That must
yeah,
be your
yeah,
job.
yeah. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To analyze the music, to teach the style. That's what I want to
Yes,
stress about.
yes,
I don't
yes.
want to stress about other stuff. Let other people stress about those things. So that I also enjoy the choir. I enjoy coming to the choir. I can't say, yo, before I start the choir, but no, there's the finances. Now you must first sort out the issue of the finances. Now they must involve you into the uniform.
Mhm,
Now,
mhm.
now you've got five other points
Yes, yes,
that you need
yes,
to sort
yes,
out before you
yes.
get to the music. By the time you get to the music, you're frustrated because now your favorite bass didn't come, and you said you thought that that's the guy that will sing
Yeah, yeah,
the part,
yeah.
and now he's not. Now you're worried about attendance.
Mhm.
You know, so so relieve yourself, delegate other duties, and then you concentrate on the core
Yeah,
business,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is to interpret and teach the music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You raise a point last,
Mm.
Choral Linda. You were very worried about leadership as a problem.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, you said leadership problem because we want to be everywhere. We want to be there, especially want to be in finances, song.
I see even now. I still think that, you know, there's one man that I give respect to, which is Babu Mzwandile,
Mhm.
who's been in the choral industry for years and is still a practitioner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, he used to run SACMA, but he still goes to stage and conducts. You've got a guy who's got 30, 35 and still feels, I'm not had it. I've already sung 5 years, 10 years. Now they want to be the project managers to run an 8 million
Mm.
project.
Mm.
You know, exactly. So that's why I'm saying everybody wants to be a leader. Whereas, and now still, even if they are there, we are still losing sponsors. We are still losing sponsors, and we are not gaining sponsors. I would say let us leave the leadership roles, get those who can do that. Let us work on our output, which is what is it that we have to offer?
Mhm.
What is that we have to offer the audience? We need to change our craft and
Yes.
make sure that we are relevant and do good music, and then offer the audience. I mean, I made an example and I said, we budget. I know for the maniest of years, I've been budgeting for NCF. Every year, I'd go wherever NCF can go, I would go. I have about 10 friends who've got a budget to go anywhere where NCF
Yes.
goes. So, do you think the question is, do we have supporters? Yes. Are supporters willing to pay? Yes. Biggest problem is output. What are they paying for? What are they paying? I've got a problem in Kimberley. I'm from Kimberley. For the maniest of years, you know, I'm a concert. You know, they'll do concert, and then the concert would be 50 rand.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Oh well, it started in my time. Started with 20 rand.
Yes.
You know, maybe 30 and then 50 rand. And I
Mm.
said, okay, I don't have a problem. It came to a point where I would pay, I would buy 2, 3 tickets and still not go to the concert. Now the question is why? Because I already knew I can't go sit in a concert 3 hours and listen to Stevie
Mhm.
where guys were doing repetitive music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't have
Mhm.
a problem of listening to Stevie. I have a problem of you don't even vary it. This in 2020 you sang the same song. Next year it's the same program again. You're fundraising, I get that.
Mm.
You know what I'm not saying I don't want to help fundraise.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you the money, not go because I know you're gonna sing
Mhm,
tomorrow. You're not
mhm.
even saying let me get a drum kit this time around and say
Yes.
we get drum, or let me speak to a pianist. I love what Lekma did, where they brought those 4 pianos
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
Yeah, yeah.
simulate an orchestra.
Mhm.
That's innovation right there.
Mm.
So you get the feel of an
Of
orchestra.
a new thing that you never.
Exactly.
Mm.
So even when it plays on radio, it feels like so. Are you saying that a choir can't say I can get four? I can get four pianists. Get 4 pianos and they play with a keyboard.
Mhm.
One keyboard can simulate can tune it into a violin.
Yes.
The other one into percussions
Mhm.
and viola and whatever. And when you say play one song, it's a full orchestra sound right there. You do a concert. You do simple music.
Yes.
You don't have to do a nunheret. No. You can do a Placido Elma. You can do Remember Me. There's so many songs that you can do. 1 minute, 2 minute songs, but it just gives your concert structure. From there on, beautiful music. You do a 2 hour, 1 hour, you do maybe a few solo there, play duets, and then the second hour you do with a choir. Or you do from there on. Are you saying I can't pay 200? I'll pay the 200.
I can.
It's a structured program. I can see where you guys are going.
Yes.
So it is that innovations that we lack. And we are quick to think that when I come with that innovation, I'm going to get 500 attendees. No, it's work. It's work. It all depends. You start marketing. Yes, social media. You market your event.
Yes.
There's so many things that you do. You put in the work until you get there, until we get to a point where our output it's worth paying for. Currently, no.
Like the industry umculo busy, so we've got a lot of genres of umculo. We've got the new ones now, Mapiano, and our young ones are going to those genres. Do you think choral music still have a chance to grow the supporters?
Yes. The one advantage that we've been here for many years. Remember, we've got a database of people that are working. We've got teachers or biggest supporters. We've got children. As soon as you've got children, you've got parents of the children. If you go to Sasuke, the one thing that Sasuke is doing is that they are running it during the week, and parents, we go to work and stuff like that. So, but before, when Sasuke used to when it used to run on my weekends, it had the same support as NCF, where people would travel to come and listen to the competition. So I'm saying there is support. There is. We just need to rejuvenate and make sure that we have new music. One thing that Amapiano is doing right is that when they come in, the first thing that they teach you is that they teach you the business element.
Yeah.
They'll still see that you've got talent. You can mix there.
Yes.
Beats and what drum lock stuff, and from there on, then they introduce you to the sambros, and then so that you can you understand the business element, how you're gonna make it. Choral music doesn't do that. However, we don't have to take the same approach.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying we already have a database of people who are willing to pay. Our parents, my mother will not listen to, not really I'm a piano fan. But if I say to her, we are going for a weekend, we are going to listen to a concert of Moerani, of Mohapelwa, where we do Venek music.
Yes.
And then whether it's Venek music, modernized, whatever that we do, and she can relate. My mother was a singer.
Yeah.
Also, my father was a singer. So, and those guys are still alive. They can still attend. I work with people, when they see me, they see choral, and they always say, tell us, we will come and support. We want to come to choral music events. So for me, it tells me the database is there of supporters. It is only the output. What is that we are giving them? I can't say to someone, pay 400 rand for a ticket or 500 rand for a ticket to go and listen to substandard performances, or guys really that don't. Sometimes choirs don't even take themselves serious. You know what I'm saying? Where they go on stage, the stage is plain simple. You can just take flowers and put there and make sure that it's a pro. We borrow. I mean, if chances are the houses around your area, they've got pot plants.
Exactly.
So where you can just do the stage and present, get table, get chairs, do proper, get those 4 guys to do. It is collaborate. I don't have to carry the burden alone. I can invite 4 other choirs, and we say, guys, we need to raise 10,000 rand for pianists. How about in 3 months you raise 3,000 rand, in 3 months I raise 3,000 rand, so that we can pay these guys.
Yes.
You do music. These guys they're willing to be here for the whole day. We share the profits. Collaboration.
Yeah.
We work in silos. Maybe it's because competitions has taught us to what is I'm preparing. But now we want to apply that in the wrong areas.
We compete.
We compete even where we are not supposed to compete. But if we can do a concert and collaborate together, we are unstoppable.
You spoke about, you also mentioned that we're not taking our music, South African music,
Mm.
very serious.
Yes.
We always come with those Western pieces.
Mm.
Even but I did understand you. Even if you attend this competition,
Mm.
when we're gonna sing a Western piece,
Mm.
the mood change even in the hall.
Mm.
People are taking it serious.
Mm. No, 100%. And but one thing, not even going far. Let's just go last year.
Mhm.
Tirompani. Everybody took the Tololo very serious. Was how it was structured and how it was presented.
Yeah, yeah.
So what prevents us to sing Tololo? What accompanied and non-accompanied? We can go a cappella, Isidlo Senkos, and then orchestrated music, Tololo. We can go Amandla Mthandaza, Siyakudumisa. African music, African composers. Will I ever get an opportunity to meet Verdi? No.
No.
Will I ever get an opportunity to meet Mohale? Mohau? Yes, I met him many times.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Hlomola Tente. I speak to Hlomola Tente every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying if I say to Hlomola Tente, Ndade, Kikupo composes a 5-minute song that we want to prescribe?
We have an opera by your Sbusis on Jazz,
Uh,
your Mziligas.
Dude, so are you saying that we've got the material?
Mm-hmm.
We just need to promote. And once it is vernacular music, I understand. I understand everything that is being said. I understand Klo Tololo. My friend even quoted Klo Tololo at his uncle's funeral. Sorry. Because he understood the importance of Klo Tololo. When I first heard the song, I didn't even understand what he was saying.
Yes.
But when I left and I listened and I made my own reason, I said, wow, what a powerful song. I learned something.
Mm-hmm.
I've been singing opera for the many years. I know the story of La Traviata.
Yes.
I know the story.
Mm-hmm.
But does it relate to me?
No.
No. It's just a normal story of one lady, Yeah, but through Tololo, it hits home. I can listen to I can interpret, I can put it into my life.
Yes.
Today I can talk about it. I can quote it. I can it is my language, it's an African language. Just like one of my favorite songs is Umteto.
Yes, yeah.
One of my favorite songs is Kwateta Ngendlala. Beautiful. When I hear this, I'm like mind blown, like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So we need that music because it tells us who we are. And as soon as we know who we are, then we know where we are going to. Right now, we don't know who we are. We don't have an identity, especially as choral lovers.
Yes.
Yeah, but people call us on the way choir. And every time they talk about choir people, they would imitate us by a shivering voice.
Exactly.
That's us. That's not our identity. The shivering voice. You know what I'm saying? But
if you're a tenor, they will sing you Pavarot.
Yeah, they'll call you Pavarot. That's what they call me. They call me Pavarot. But besides that, our stories are beautiful stories. People can't relate. Because we don't structure, we don't quantify our music. We don't archive. That's why I was so disappointed when SABC came to us and said to us, there's only 20 conductors, composers that are registered on the Sambro that are registered. I'm thinking, dude, I know 100 African. Our guys here,
yes,
they are not registered in Sambro. So how are they being compensated? So that tells me already that we are way, way behind. But I'm saying, I get that. I get that we need to do that. But we just need to take a few steps back and start working on the output. What quality am I giving here? Work on re-identifying ourselves. Have a different, so that people can see our value add. People can pay for a Kendrick Lamar 2,000 rand ticket.
Exactly.
We are just 200 rands.
And even as parents, we can give our
kids. Give our kids. My younger brother, I've got a younger brother who's 22, 23. He says to me, dude, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I would give him the money and still give him pocket money.
Exactly.
So I saying that we have the budget, but do I see value in our output? No. Is it worth spending my own money? No. I spend it. I love it. It's just maybe me. It's okay. I know whether I get a substandard performance or performance. I just go and satisfy myself. But if my younger brother can say, "I'm coming with you," when I come, I want a wow moment for him. You know, the same with my mother. And I'll make, and I'm quoting just my immediate support structure. You know what I'm saying? My immediate support. The same with my partner, who also used to sing.
Yes.
So she's working. She can also pay for any. So I'm saying, just me, my own. How many people can I bring to a concert? I can bring 5 people. How many people can you bring into a concert?
Exactly.
You can bring 5. But sometimes you would rather go alone. Because you don't want to go and embarrass yourself when you get there. You get choirs not being ready and, and say, let me not bring people
But
to...
then someone next to you must say,
why would you bring me here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying we need to work with making sure that we have our output, what we offer is spot on. Yes.
And you seem as if you're not threatened by AI.
No. Well,
you see it as advantage.
No, part of my job is to roll out AI. So I understand the advantages and disadvantages of AI and how we use AI. AI can better us. AI can. I just now before I came here, my boss was in London, rolling out. They were not rolling. So we were about to roll out another version of AI, and so I'm into the ERP space. So one of our ERPs is now moving into AI. So I understand what AI does and these capabilities, and I've already linked AI into choral music. So how is a value add?
Yes.
How can we leverage from AI and make sure that we are relevant? We have to be relevant. We have to use. I mean, Amapiano is using AI. There's one song that was created with Amapiano. It speaks Zulu. It can make any song, whether Zulu, Chinese. AI can make anything.
Whatever you want.
I took a score and I threw it into AI, and it broke each section, each voice part, and say, "This is your MIDI file for this voice part. This is your MIDI file for this voice part. This is your MIDI file for this voice part." Wow. So when I send this to my choir and say soprano by 1 to by 8, there, it does the job. So already things are simplified. So we need to embrace.
Yes.
The world is evolving. The world is evolving. And how do we make sure that we embrace the current things? We can't be left behind.
Exactly.
But the issue is that we need to have the right people in the boardroom so that we speak. It's just that again, that's where the leadership comes. You want to be a leader there. That's why I was very disappointed when I went to the choraling day. But there are very prominent figures in the choral space who were not there.
Yes.
Who were not there.
Yes.
And not that they were not available. They just feel that, this agenda doesn't really, it affects them, but what is it that they get? So now choral music is about what you put in front of me.
I think we like to go and watch music, not to talk about music and what is affecting the fraternity. We only like to go and watch.
Yeah, but for how long? For how long? Because you see, I can go and say, okay, let me not be involved and let me just go and listen. But when the quality deteriorates, and the quality deteriorates, then I ask myself why. You know what I'm saying? And then now, when you unpack, you see all these factors.
Yes.
So I can't just be a listener. I must want progress. And how do I want progress? I need to be involved. And I don't have to be involved with. I just need to listen and say, this is my perspective.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is my perspective, and how do I help? You know, I'm available to help. You know, so talk to me. Nothing wrong in sharing your idea, whether I agree or I don't agree. But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You invited me, I came. That's my contribution to the fraternity. Talk about things that maybe I might just I might not change your life, but I might change someone else, just one person. That you say, oh yeah, well, maybe let me try this, and it works, and that's it. I've done my job. Yeah.
And another thing, you felt like we don't deal with the roots of the problem.
Yeah.
We're just taking the problem.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Here we are. Oh, one thing about you see, I guess we are afraid to offend because it says man. So we are. If I tell you, Sia, you're doing something wrong, you know what Sia's gonna do? That's fine. I'm not coming back tomorrow. Sia's gone. You know what I'm saying?
And we have that thing, but the industry is very small. So if I hate you today, then you don't come.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I see you in another choir. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's also another dilemma that conductors have, because now sometimes you can't say things as they are because they are low. You know, you pick and go. You see me at another choir and then you move on. But you're not fooling me, and you're only fooling yourself, because straight talk is everywhere. You'll start a job now and they'll tell you in your eyes.
Exactly.
And if you can't handle the truth or positive criticism, then you're gonna have a serious problem. You'll never survive anywhere in life. When you'll forever resign. Apartheid. You'll start quoting all these things. Can't you know? It's because you've never taught yourself to accept or know when you're being criticized, or when someone says to you, "This is not the road track." So you need to, in anything that you do. People will always criticize. People will talk. You know what I'm saying? So and maybe when I leave here, someone will say, "Listen to that." Someone will say, "No, I hear you." So every people will talk. Even Jesus was killed.
What are the roots you were referring to?
So listen, the rules I'm talking about, it's exactly what I've been saying there. Our output, what we are offering versus expectations, don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let us go back and say, let us work on the craft. Let us work. If anything is a quarter, what makes my quarter better than the one opposite? Why must people leave that and come to me? That's the grassroots. I must do an introspection.
Yeah.
I must do a proper introspection and make sure that I can deliver quality whatever that I do. We don't have, like, the last time I've seen choirs doing a CD, it was way back. I know it was Gauteng Choristers, and the one of there was one, I forgot who's this guy. I forgot but that one it went very big. So, but right now you don't even need to make CDs anymore. You know how affordable it is to make music with the technology that is currently out there. You just need to download an app and record a choir, and then it will help you balance. From there on, boom, you throw into social media. You've got a following. You add a beat. You know, you modernize. If ever it's Mutimu Repoka wena, you modernize it. You collaborate. You speak to a piano DJ and say, "Hey DJ, come here. How do I? This is my choir singing Mlondolozi, and I wanna take Mlondolozi and add a lock drum. How do I do that?" I said, "No, let's show you how you do that. Tomorrow you'll have Mlondolozi, go, it plays there, relevant to the occasion.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there's an piano concert.
Exactly.
DJ Cleo calls you, or DJ who calls and say, "Listen, I like what you did there. How about we collaborate?"
Yeah.
You are relevant. But are we creative? No. In fact, the question is, are we creative? Yes. Are we lazy to think? Yes, we are lazy to think of new ways. Because I see the creativity in the interpretation of the music as very creative. So I can't say they are not creative. They are. But working outside of their boundary and working outside of the box and going the extra mile, no, guys are not willing to. Or maybe that's how choral music is, because we are used to working in structured music.
Yes.
You know, inside they will give you. They will even tell you how you must interpret it. There's a software, there's a piano. They'll tell you everything about. So you wanna apply that even in other things where it's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in interpretation, yes, that's where you'll say, they say soft, they go soft there. They say forte, you go forte or fortissimo. But when I go outside of the choir, I need to work outside of the boundaries and make sure that I'm innovative, to make sure that I'm relevant also for the market. Mm-hmm. So that when I speak to Old Mutual, I don't even need to speak to it. Old Mutual will say, hey man, come back here. That song, how about you take that song, do a song that talks about us?
Yes.
Because we've been in partnership. Have we ever? I mean, one beautiful thing that we used to do with SACMA. Mm-hmm. Remember SACMA then? They used to do jingles.
Yes.
They used to do jingles where we would do music and come up with creative ways to celebrate a post office, and then also it went into Tirisano. Then where we used to talk about F&B. What's wrong for us to thank Mr. Tirompani and do a jingle for Mr. Tirompani's businesses. He's got buses. Let's do a jingle or do a song about him and thank him, so that he takes the same song and throws it into whatever, and then he promotes his company. That's us helping him market his business. You know what I'm saying? So there are many ways that we can thank a funder. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been funding for now 2 years or 3 years that he's funding. But what is it that we have done?
So you're saying we're not working with our funders?
No, we expect from them
only.
But I mean,
we don't give back.
No, we don't give back. I mean, the same thing that your child does. Child, Papa, what do you say? Pass.
Yeah.
And you look at the deckies that you want. Same thing. It's a give and take. And that's what one presenter at the Choral Indaba did say, that what is the value add? What do I get in return? Come up in your proposal, say, we promise to do a song about you. Every year we'll give you one jingle that talks about the good work that you do. We are willing to give us posters. We'll, in our suburb, we'll go. So when I write a proposal, I might not have the financial muscle, but I've got the human capital. I've got the people to run around and say, give us 10,000 pamphlets. We will run the whole of Tshwane and give them to help you. What is your, do you have a marketing strategy? No. Right. Can we help you do a marketing strategy? We'll do a jingle for you there. You know what I'm saying? We can talk to people who will do 1, 2, 3 for you there. We can do it free at cost. So that when I write my profile as the choir, and I can mention that I've worked with this company, it gives it value. That's why you see a lot of people when they write profiles, they even put the badge of or logo of that company at the bottom there. That this is the different companies that I've worked with.
Yes.
It gives your profile. It's all right. So you've worked with corporate. So you know how this thing works. So now at least I write what is it that I offer. By you partnering with me, what is it that I offer? See, when I partner with you, this is what I offer. This is what I bring. This is what I do. This is the people that I have. I've got youth. I can make sure that this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. Honestly, we can't be talking about now social cohesion. We are taking the children off the streets. Yes, we know we are doing that. But right now, every company wants way more than that. So come up with ways, innovative ways to make sure that there's value add. You know, I see what is it now. I'll also grow in terms of capital, in terms of profit, and the bottom line, and you also get what you want.
Don't you think also sponsors must come with requirements?
Listen, I mean,
like saying, Old Michelle is gonna ask in this choir how many people that are working. 10. At least 5 of them must have a policy with Old Michelle.
But I don't think Old Mutual used to say that. We used to say, we must say that to them.
We must say that, yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I'm saying, remember, we are the ones that are asking.
Yes.
So you must say what is that I'm bringing.
Oh, I get you.
No, you but you are right. You are right by saying, Old Mutual, either way, it can happen when we sit over in a boardroom and say, what is it that I bring? I say, listen, I've got in my choir we are 60. 40 are working. In 40, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, All Mutual. With all this that I have, can you help us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't think people will say no.
Exactly.
If Old Mutual says to me, listen, you've got a policy, I say, listen, Old Mutual, I've got a policy with, let me say, with our insurance. All right, I'm paying 1,000. If you are saying you can give me the same value, but I'll pay 850, and I bring all those people, you give them the same for less.
Yes.
Let's talk. And whatever happens, just don't make sure if I'm taking a funeral cover, don't make me say I must wait 6 months because I already have waited there.
Yes.
Take me already from there. And if anything happens, you just hit me and let's start. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I've got 7 people who are willing to do that. Can we do that? I've got that there. Just that writing that proposal, you can speak to a branch manager and say, branch manager, this is what I bring. Can we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yes.
Can we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And blah 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 blah. Branch manager will say, oh yes, fine, let's go. Let's try it out. So if we take that approach, it all mutual is, I think they might listen, but we can't be talking social cohesion. We can't be talking taking children off the streets. I'm not saying it's not important. It's important, but you need to put something tangible on the table. You know what I'm saying? We need to put something tangible.
Yes.
We need to quantify what we have from money and whatever that we have, and say, this is the full pack that I bring.
Remember, we're running business here.
Exactly. We need to respect that they're running a business. So by running a business, they need to make them. They can't be always be the one taking out. There's competition. They're investing elsewhere. So what is it? And I don't think you are saying to me, if we are a province of Northern Cape, and we as choirs of 5 choirs, which each choir maybe has got 60 voices. Let's say now we are 300, and we say to All Mutual, we have 300 just for the province. Please give us 200,000. We give you 300 people, and of these 300 people, we are willing to take policies of this value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Others are willing to take children, what,
Yes.
of the products that we're having. This is what we're need to do. Because anyway, these are things that our people require anyway. And we're saying to All Mutual, on average, these are the people that what. And All Mutual says, all right, guys, let's do this. I'm going to give you one, kind of what you call, these people who are normally on, is it Shin, who will say they've got their what code. Like if you is a subsidy code. Like, if you use my code, you get a discount.
Oh, yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
I see,
So if All Mutual says, all right, no, it's fine. How do I measure? That you are bringing people?
Yeah.
Okay, give us this code. Every person that registers or that buys or take a policy, make sure that they mention this code so that you can measure, now you see value add. What is preventing us to say, now we can say to All Mutual, this is it. We can go to the same Macheu to say, Macheu, you know what? Make us an app. In that app, every time we buy a Macheu, ask us to scan it.
Yes.
And then we send as choir people, we send that we are buying your product. So if we're saying to the choral fraternity, to companies, say, listen, we've got 20,000 singers, including each and every person brings extra supporter. So we've got 150 or 200,000 people in the database, or who are choral music lovers, including Saske. It's another maybe 300,000.
That's what Hollywood is doing.
Exactly.
Using the code you're mentioning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't we suggest that approach?
Exactly.
And say, to measure that we are saying, so we go to, there was a song by Bull Brand. Brand. They used the choir. We say to Bull Brand, we can even give you a latest one. We also buy Bull Brand products, but we scan, we show, because also customers we involve, we want to see value.
Yes.
Also, we want to be appreciated. But we understand that Samsung will not appreciate all of us. They might appreciate then give them caps. But if we come as a collective and say, here is it, come up with this way, and say, we've got a competition, we just need 4 sponsors. Give us 1 million, we've got 4 million. But now the problem comes now. Now all these people are saying, all right, good presentation. We're all in all 10 million. Who do we give it to? We've got Saske, We've got Confessor.
Yes.
We've got Sakma.
Sakma.
We've got Dirompani. So we've got already 4 different guys who are pulling different and say, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. But if you had one SAFA, South African Football Association, it's easy for us to speak to Standard Bank. Like right now, Standard Bank speaks to one body. One body and say,
exactly.
We've got supporters, we've got everyone, we've got everyone, we've got everyone. Let's go. throw in there, we'll do this thing.
Yes.
So I'm saying that's where now the leadership comes in. Everybody wants to be a leader. Unfortunately, that's where we are not growing. But if we can say, let us quantify our efforts. Quantify, come up with a promotion code. They call it a promotion code. Come up with a promotion code. Every time, I mean, when I go to Woolworths, they always say when they're in the till there, bring your school what card for which school. Why can't we have the same thing? Why can't, if we claim to have the numbers, we've got teachers there. Teachers have got influence over children. If the teacher can say, all the children who are singing into choirs, bring tomorrow I want you guys to bring 5 rand or 10 rand to buy a macheu, to buy whatever. We are getting this thing right.
Then you scan those codes.
We scan those codes. We go to a hospital. My people are drinking macheu. We partnership with the hospital and say we want to sing every Saturday or Sunday. Want to come here, sing just to do a concert for people that have been here for quite some time. Blah 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 blah. They buy macheu, scan, we send. We do our groundwork, but we expect things for free. But none of these organizations are thinking out of the box. They just want to write a proposal and say to government and say, Minister, give us the money. Minister says, I don't have a problem. What are you putting on the table? $1. Nothing. This minister.
Help us, we are going to competition.
We are going to competition. Competition for what? You want to make money? Hey, minister. Are people getting paid? No. But there I can say to Macheu anyway. Macheu can even say, all right, if you can raise this amount of money, blah, 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 over a period of time, I can take 3 people there and employ them as reps.
Yeah.
Job creation right there. Job creation right there. Because my proposal doesn't talk general stuff. I mean, I can think of a proposal out of my head and talk about social cohesion, taking children out of the streets. We know now, right now, especially if I was the one that's receiving proposal, you can even quote them off your head.
Yeah.
But if you write a proposal that tells me how am I also going to benefit, we can talk.
You know, I think we need people like you, like Choral Fraternity. But do you believe that there's gatekeepers?
In the space, there are gatekeepers everywhere. There are gatekeepers everywhere. Everybody wants to protect their piece of pie.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, which is, it's okay. You know, it's okay. Sometimes gatekeeping is not a bad thing. Sometimes you are gatekeeping, you are preventing me for actually something bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is okay. However, I would say, if I'm understanding you right, as choral music created so-called elites of the choral fraternity, yes, it has created the elites of the choral fraternity. There are people who see themselves as, if we are not there, this can't work. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate for them that music is music.
Or if it can work, we'll break it down.
Yeah, if that's what I'm saying. So because it's happening without us, therefore success can't happen and my name is not there. You know what I'm saying? But you can see that it is guys that you see, they only come up when they've got a financial gain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For example, if they would say tomorrow, they would say, all right, ShopRite is here and ShopRite is willing to sponsor 10 million. They want to create a competition and we need what ShopRite wants to have a meeting. See if this was a boardroom, we'll see people waiting outside.
Exactly.
No. they'll tell their success stories, how they've won competitions, how they've done that. But
True.
are they project managers?
No.
They're not project managers. And then the project fails, and then ShopRite goes, and they don't care. So to some extent, they build in terms of choir by going to competition at the same time. They would break because of the love for money. I'm saying, when you do this, understand that do this also having a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you are a conductor, it just helps a lot, and it prevents a lot of frustration.
Mm-hmm.
It prevents
True.
a lot of
True.
frustration
Mm-hmm.
because you would have it keeps a lot of expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It keeps a lot of expectations. The question again, are there gatekeepers? Yes, there are gatekeepers, but is gatekeeping good? Sometimes it is good.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
It's good. Let them gatekeep some bad behaviors
Yes.
and
Yes.
bad
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
I'm saying I try not to fall into the politics of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't care who's the sponsor. I go and support the competition.
Yes.
I love the
Yes.
fraternity. That's why those who other people have got a problem with for example, with the Tirompani competition and Patron, how he runs things. That's fine. That's up to him. I go and listen to music.
You also mentioned that one.
Yeah. Kind of what did I say? Remind me.
That Tirobani on the last year competition.
Mm.
Remember, there were choirs that were added going to the final,
Mm.
and you were the one of the people that voiced that out.
Yes. So for me, I think I understand what he's doing, but am I in support of that? No.
Hmm?
And I'm saying again, it fulfills the value. I'm saying I can't be the one, and surely a lot of people share the same sentiments. See, I can't be practicing and practicing, going prepare, fight, and then next thing I win, and then you are just gonna say, all right, give him also out of pettiness.
Mm.
So then I would have also just went.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And again, in his defense, yes, the choir, some choirs that were added, they did not disappoint. They went
Exactly.
there and they fought.
They won.
They went and they fought and they did very well. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think for me, I don't support that approach. You know what I'm saying? My request, and I think this is one thing that, in fact, I know that's not what you asked, but one thing that I think is also breaking choirs is the issue of the league.
Mm-hmm.
See, this league thing is breaking choirs now, because now a choir let's talk about the Northern Cape, where I come from.
Yes. Yes.
So now Northern Cape, it's only now we have a university there.
Mm.
So Blake University. Right.
Yeah.
So it's less than 10 years. We don't even have a faculty for music.
Yes.
We're still starting.
Mm-hmm.
We're still starting. And we've been competing against provinces that has got faculty of music, like Bloemfontein, two, Gauteng, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, and all of these provinces. They've been, when it comes to, so they've got professors and all these musical people around them, pianists.
Yes.
So at their exposed, at their hands. So for us, we struggled even to get a simple pianist. That's why we'd have one pianist rotating 5 choirs or 6 choirs, right? Sharp. So now, if you are saying to me that you're going to throw me into a league, so I'm competing with Gauteng. Now,
Yes.
I sang for Gauteng choristers. Now, the time that I sang for Gauteng choristers, majority of the singing, not majority, but we had, Gauteng choristers had a proper number of opera students that were in N2UT who were coming
Yes.
to rehearsal, like Temisile Twala, let may us all rest in peace. So those are people that I sang with, and proper singers, proper singers, and then we had veteran singers. By the time, so when Sidwell stood there and conducted, it made his job a bit easier. Now it was a different story from the Northern Cape. Now if a choir from the Northern Cape has got to compete with a choir from Gauteng, Baba league, the odds are chances are we might not.
Yeah.
We might not make it. So now, what did it do? It discouraged local choirs.
Yes.
Because at one point in Kimberley we had about 11 choirs. That's a good number. And I think that was the highest that we had. about 11 choirs. But as soon as the league was introduced, because a lot of choirs felt that I will never make it because now we're competing. But if it's a local competition where I know local people are competing to go to the final, the possibilities and the possibilities are still there for me to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we fall under, we're more or less in the same par.
Yes.
We're more or less same par. You know, of it's like taking a soccer team from Ekasi and you go play it against Real Madrid. What are the odds that they beat Real Madrid? But if it's Kasi to Kasi, the odds, because more or less we're affected.
Yes.
Now, the organizers might say, yeah, but from a supporter and people wanted quality, but no, people didn't want quality because it is the same people who go to competition, whether province or national. So you'd have the same supporters who were supporting a Gauteng province who would go to the national.
To the nations, yeah.
But you've lost the Northern Cape ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you had two provinces going, that's why then the same place here was getting full.
Because the league, you'll have four choirs from Gauteng.
Well, now you'll have 4 choirs, but you forget that it's the same supporters. So meaning 4 choirs are going, which is what 240 choirs are going, but supporters will have maybe another 200 supporters.
Oh, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But you forget that if you have to take there's every person from Northern Cape could also come and support their people. So then the atmosphere becomes nice.
Yes.
Different people, we sustain the competitions because we've got different people, different provinces. That's how Sasuke is. When you go to Sasuke, you see there's Eastern Cape sitting there.
Yes.
There's Western Cape. Right now, if Northern Cape is there, it will go in, but maybe at number 8, 9 by luck. But no, Botswana had 4. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying now I think the biggest problem has been the league. The league is killing the fraternity, and I think we need to get rid of the league. I think we need to get rid of the league. Each province must compete and then send be represented there. 9 provinces, 9 choirs from different provinces. That's my take, and I think that if we take that approach, we'll be able to get the halls full again.
I was going to ask, don't you think the league is the one that requires the Kupulama socks? But Kengo also, I came to you when you were saying, look, who's singing? The Gauteng choristers. Who's singing? We Northern Cape choristers. Abana bafani. Apothetang professional. Half your choir is professionals.
Yeah. So now what the league has also done, it has introduced migration of voices. Now we lose in the Northern Cape. We all go and join Gauteng.
Yes.
We all go and join Kopano. So what happens to Northern Cape? It suffers. Now you've killed Northern Cape. Everybody. Now it's a hub.
Yes.
Yeah. So when people come to Gauteng chorus, it's a pool of singers and singers. Gauteng chorus has got 120 voices. 120 voices. But if I go home and say there's a tenor competition and I sing at home, I know the guys at home that we know each other. I know this guy's strengths. I don't have to travel. Right now, the problems that we are having, if you have to sing Uti Rompani, we already have got an issue of having to travel to another province.
Yes.
That's bus. So our competition already, even if let's say I already have a uniform, I don't have to start from scratch. By the time I have to go to for example, Northern Cape competes in Free State. So already my budget is 20,000, 30,000 year pass that I need to take the choir then compete. You know what I'm saying? So already we are at a disadvantage. We are already at a disadvantage. Yes, I understand the sport. The Rompani will say, listen, we need to have at least 5 choirs up. You know what I'm saying? But that thing also kills us because those other ones that wanted to participate, where they're going to get money for passes.
And I think Ghost did mention something like that. But you know, choirs they prepare for a competition where they go and with 20,000. With the preparations is 60,000.
Yes. So by the time you get the 20,000, you're already in debt
So iphathala njani?
for the battalion.
Sometimes corridors nazo sijongele 20,000
But they want to eat something of the 20,000.
There's no breakdown,
But
but
I put at least shy pray. We've been working. Let's eat the first 10, so bona food. Now you thinking, but we need to pay. Mama, look, that guy who did everybody's also. You borrowed 500 from the one choir member that he can help out with transfer. He's also waiting when the money comes in. They want their money back. So now you are stuck. So I'm saying, but it's easy for you as an organizer to say, but who? I just need to get a small hall. When I get a hall, I get a hall. From getting a hall, so local people also come and listen, and then to compete. Choristers don't have to pay to go far. They just walk to practice. Where they practice, they warm up, they get there. I can say to my choir, listen, make sure that on XY date you bring 20 rands, please, so that we can get it taxis to Statala. When we are ready, we go to where we're gonna sing. We warm up. After that, the taxi takes you back home. Done. But if I have to travel from Kimberley to Bloemfontein to go and compete, now I must say, bring 400. Now it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. So I'm saying, but now again, that's where if we had also local structures, that's where they need to fight for us. You know, and say, but Trumpani, with all due respect, I hear you. Can't we find a way that we make sure that we also accommodate? I get what you're saying, but this is where we find us. Or else you are killing the Northern Cape, because tomorrow Northern Cape will bring 5 choirs. Now, because we carry over the cost of having attended this competition and we didn't pay it, the next time one choir dies. So sometimes we think we come up with innovative, cost-effective ways, only to find that we are killing ourselves. Or you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, so not every time we need to come up to change the wheel. Sometimes we need to keep the wheel as it is, because it shows fairness and you help the people. I mean, people in the Northern Cape, they must, but not everybody can.
But I like the way you see the disadvantage of a league system. I think it's for the first time hearing someone not agreeing with a league. And now I understand where you're coming from.
Yes, no, the league. Listen, the league, from a final point of view, yes, it's nice in one competition to hear Von sing, to hear Gauteng Choristers sing, and to hear Kopano sing.
Yes.
On one day, competing one another, listening to different interpretation of a particular song. That's nice. But the long impact, it's a problem. Long impact, you see that in order you wanted to have 3 choirs, good quality choirs going to final, but you've lost 10 who could have competed for that spot. You know what I'm saying? But
and you've lost supporters.
So you've lost supporters. But also, when you look at Gauteng's got a lot of other programs. So if one choir of these 3 mentioned that I've mentioned misses the final, they can still sustain themselves. Exactly. But if these other choirs miss the final, they can't sustain themselves. So here you miss way more, and there you miss. So, and by giving these other ones a chance, you're also developing them to get because by the time that I sang, the church already was sending people to go study music. I was one of them, where the church said, okay, let's invest in this one, let's invest in this one, let's invest in that. Go and study music so that we can also be competitive. If we had gotten rid of the league, I think right now the Northern Cape would have been a force to reckon. Look at Zim. Did you see last performance? Zimbabwe was spot on. From the Zimbabwe that started to sing and would laugh, it was spot on. So when time goes, we find ways to make sure that diamond.
Look at the improvement of Limbombo, Saske every year.
Exactly. Eventually we'd get there. But we are impatient people. The fraternity is impatient. because we are judgmental and we are quick. We want quick results.
To write off.
We are quick to write off. That's why in the older time, by the time that I started singing in the 2005, there were things called the coastal tone. That there was the coastal tone of choirs that had, but they forgot that Northern Cape has also got a coast.
Exactly.
Somewhere there, far in the Port Noloth, we've got a sea. So Northern Cape has got a coast. So to some extent, Northern Cape was a coastal choir. But for us, but the coastal choirs were Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, and then Gauteng changed that narrative. Gauteng changed that narrative and say, I'm an inland choir, but this is what I could do. And then there was a new choir that also came in the northern from the northwest. Your Northwest Serenaders, right? So which I saw he was also here. You know what I'm saying? Who then proved that Papa, that's not that we had Free State also an inland choir. Abuma Tabong, Abuma Belcanto then did very well. You know what I'm saying? So eventually we would have gotten there. But I just think that the fraternity was impatient, you know, and I think maybe that's what kills us. We're very impatient. We want big results. You know, we are not patient people, and see where we find ourselves because of that.
The issue of, you know, the guy who Bandile Mngoma mentioned something about respect towards bones.
Of course. I want to say this thing. I'm trying to say it in English, but there's no way. You know, they always say a vernac can be translated into English, and I'm gonna say it in Setswana because I'm gonna. Bare renyela sidiba. That means we poo in the same river we drink in. You poo from that point. But when you get to that point, you take that last drink from the same river. Now, we cry about sponsors. We cry. We've got a gentleman called the patron.
Yes.
Who is giving his money. Yes, there might be hiccups there and there, you know, of non-payment on time. You know what I'm saying? And blah, blah, blah. But we've got a platform. Right, chap. So I'm saying, instead of us attacking him, can we sit down and write? We've got technology now. We don't have to be sitting in one room. We don't have to. It's called Teams and Zoom. We can just have a Zoom and say, guys, how do we add value as choristers? Talk to Tirompani and say, listen, Tirompani. We've created a survey. I've shared the link countrywide. Here's the survey. This is the question that we have asked in the survey, and we've added this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. We've sent this to you. This is what I think we can assist you with. So that the guy and I, at least, you know, the heart is like, okay, these people got my own interest. If Tirompani tomorrow says, all right, yeah, it's fine. Okay, as in something like this, people are not valuing me, let me go. He goes. Someone will say, I know, let him go. And we sit again. We've not had competition for quite some time. We didn't have a sponsor. All right. Now he goes. Someone says, no, it's fine, I'll find another sponsor. We find another sponsor, we got another competition, new competition coming. It comes in, we start again. Who says that competition we're not gonna throw the competition with stones? Now I will tell them, you two, what? You are not doing this, you are not doing that. It's only now when NCF is gone, it's like, Ishmael hasn't go wrong. NCF actually was good. You know, let us not fall into the same trap with the Rompani. Let us not say, at least he was paying us late, but we had a competition. Now he's not going to pay us late, yes, but he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. So I'm saying, for now, he doesn't have to do it, but he's doing it. And yes, and people will say, yeah, but he's not making us a favor, and I agree he's not making us a favor. I think he also benefits or he loves the music, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah, yeah.
which is fine.
Mhm.
But I say there are better ways of making him aware of our concerns, if ever there are concerns, or but not the way that we are doing
Mhm,
by throwing
mhm.
stones.
Yes,
No,
yes, yes.
throwing stones. But I think there are better ways of doing it, and I think there are also surveys out there, and we can do a survey. Maybe they have a survey, maybe just that they need to make sure they push it. They push it to different platforms. I say what prevents the Rompani from going to province, and that which is the local I think organization that is running, then give that person. I mean, if they give me a link and say, because I run the one page of the Northern Cape Choral music, so if they say and say throw in there and start promoting it
Mhm.
into the different groups,
Yes.
then people do a survey. The
Mhm.
survey doesn't have to be written.
Mhm.
Maybe our people can write English. They can do a survey. They can give us a WhatsApp number where we just say, Puti Rompani, this is what we like and this is what we don't like.
Yes.
That's it.
Mhm.
It's a survey. Survey doesn't have to say click. You can give. You can just give and say, dear person, here's a WhatsApp number.
Yes.
You can send us a message in our WhatsApp number, and you remain anonymous. And I say, dear Dirompani, this is what I think you can do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I send this with my 5 rand WhatsApp that I've sent. Unlike having to follow a link that will make me write Islungu that I don't know how to write.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
people
yeah.
are scared because they don't know how to write. But if you allow us to express our frustrations with a WhatsApp number, and I can just send it and say it in any language. Of course, because I know the guys that are assisting in the Tirompana project. They're multilingual. They
Yes,
understand
yes.
Zulu,
Mhm.
Xhosa,
Mhm.
Tswana, Pedi,
Mhm.
Spitori. They
Mhm.
can speak all languages. So I
Mhm.
can send this
Yeah.
and frustration, and you take that, you quantify all the problems and say, okay, this is a common problem. People are crying about late payments. And then you
Yeah,
take it from
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. There's Donald, there's one stakeholder that we don't talk much about.
Mm.
The supporters.
Mm.
We don't talk much about supporters.
Mm.
And we don't give responsibilities
Mm.
to supporters.
Mm.
What can you do in that space to make supporters
Mm.
involved or feel involved?
Yeah, I think. But
As a result, supporters, if you go to soccer,
mm,
supporters, they know that we've got a responsibility to go and buy those jerseys.
yes.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
we've got a responsibility to go to the stadium.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
No. Yes.
Joining fees, we spot. Yeah,
Yes.
well, having those cards. Yeah, well.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no. So again, remember it is the collaboration that I spoke about. If we collaborate and say bring this, bring this, let's say, and let us not even talk national. Let's talk province.
Yes.
In the Northern Cape, there are. I'll always talk about Northern Cape because
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I don't want to talk other
Yeah.
provinces politics. There are choirs there, right? There is NCC and Triple C, and there's a new choir that has started. So let's say there are about 5 choirs or 6 choirs.
Mhm.
If we do one concert, one proper music, automatically we bring our supporters.
Yes.
Yes. And there we develop a supporter structure there and say, guys, we are going to the provincial of the
Yeah,
Rompane.
yeah.
Can we make sure that we've got at least 2 quantums coming, please? As long as when a Northern Cape choir stands on the stage, there's people who are singing for us, we'll do our best. Now we've got 40 supporters,
Yes.
2 quantums, 3 quantums. It starts 1 quantum. It starts there. How much from Northern Cape to go to Bloemfontein, going and coming? It's maybe 300 rand per day. Go there,
Yes.
300. If it's one guy, so we can negotiate to 250.
Mhm.
You go and support a structured. If one of the choir makes it with the current league format, and we say now the guys that didn't make it plus these ones, the choirs, please let's make sure we have. So now we bring 60 people.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that. So if each and every choir brings 60, what is the capacity of the arena? We can. So it starts there. And when we are here, you then speak to Tirampane and say, Tirampane, listen, man, we want to have a supporter structure. So in the running of the program, during lunch, can we just announce that here's a WhatsApp? We just put the WhatsApp and say, take that WhatsApp as a picture. Click, click. And we're going to have a supporters group. We're going to add you in the group. Someone is the administrator and he starts to run the group. Whilst we have at least one rep. It doesn't have to be, and again, there's people sometimes they just want to be leaders in everything. No, I'll be the chairperson of the support. No, you don't have to be the chairperson of the supporter. We just tell you guys, listen, now in the group, we've got over 300 people. And say, guys, because one thing that I've been crying about is that sometimes I want to attend all these concerts. I don't know where they are. Are you saying now I must go every time? I must go into Facebook and check which choral event is there, exactly. Choral event is there. But if I can get an SMS every month to say, for the month we've got 4 on day 1, day 2, day 3, just an SMS that says here's the database, send that things there, so it goes. Yes. I know, in Bloemfontein, Hillbron, there's a concert in where I'm bored on a Saturday. I put in the ways from here to Potchefstroom, 80 kilometers. I can go almost there. Yes, I can go there. We'll spend the day there and listen to music. I drive back. Just by getting this next month, someone says that, okay, guys, yes. Next month there's another choral competition. So we are structured. So we constantly just disseminate adverts and posters of these people everywhere. Because sometimes we don't have time. But to go on social media, other people are not on social media. But if you can just send me a WhatsApp and say, boom, there's it. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Then I'm saying it's here.
So you need to start somewhere.
Like I'm saying, grassroots. It covers again back to the grassroots. We need to get our foundation right. We are busy talking about the cherry on the cake.
Yes.
We forgot the basics. Let's get the basics right. Yeah. Let's get the basics right to know that if you are saying to me, choral, there's no one who can say to you right now as you speak that you say in the choral music that you've got supporters. Give me a figure. Let's say you're coming to me and say, listen, Donald, I need you. Let's say I'm Motsepe, and you want me to sponsor the next competition, 5 million. I must allocate 5 million and say, all right. And you say, in choral music, we've got a lot of supporters and a lot of choirs. I agree. Let's talk numbers. How many choirs do you have currently?
Talking about me, I can't pitch to the sponsors or advertisers.
No, I'm just saying, because no one knows.
They're not subscribing.
Exactly. how the thing. Let's talk about supporters. You don't know. You can't even give a figure. You can't give a figure. So, with me, also, it's only when you invited me and I said, "What is the program talk?" And then when I checked it, and okay, hey, so all these people have been here already. And I'm the one outdated. So it means that somewhere, somehow, how we disseminate information, there's a break somewhere, there's a gap. Yeah. So it means that information is not giving, because when I got it, then I could disseminate the link. Say, guys, here this is what this page is talking about. Yes. Subscribe. I don't know if they did, but at least I can disseminate them. And I say, by bringing me, I'll say, guys, I'll be on the show. There. They'll automatically they subscribe. Yes. Because now I'll be speaking to my partner and my mother. They'll also, they subscribe. Exactly. So automatically now it's going to. So we'll disseminate. But we need to also have a way how we get the information out there. We don't have a structure how to get the information out there. How do I tell the next person? We hope it's word of mouth. We are hopeful. We don't know the numbers to present to sponsors. We don't know the numbers. We say we've got numbers. Yeah. We say They said, just give me an
Mhm.
estimate.
Mhm.
Dololo estimate. There's no
And
estimate.
you know, platforms like these are the one you can even bitch about them. Use them. Use those numbers, a grand piano.
Hmm?
Yeah, but look,
And the grand piano,
you've got
2,000
1 million.
2
Yeah,
million there, who are there.
mm-hmm.
So if I take all these people, it means that it's
Mhm.
there. If I take those ones, those ones, those ones,
Exactly.
what is preventing us to have a grand piano in Northern Cape
Exactly.
where we talk?
Mhm.
You might be talking from a national point of view. Someone else might be talking from a local point of view.
Yes.
And say, okay, I'm having the same. I'm talking to people. Why are you no longer singing? We address stuff. We talk to sponsors. I even thought of it as when I thought, okay, just that I'm not based in the Northern Cape, but I would have started and said, okay, let me start also a podcast and talk to choir. Why? What's happening? You know, why is this and this not happening?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They tell me, they're not with me, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. So that we quantify our issues. We quantify and we know we've got one identifier and say, our biggest problem is this, our second
Yes.
biggest is this.
Exactly.
How do we then sit together? Western Cape, you also agree? No, you've got to agree. I've also had someone who's doing a podcast who's saying the same thing. This one is also got a podcast who's saying the same thing. Now you've got information. That's a free survey right there. Free survey. I listened to what Tetla was saying. I listened to what Anati was saying. What I said. So in general, we've got this problem. So how do we then solve this problem out? Then we start talking because the data is there, information is there.
Yes.
Then we start sorting out and see how best we make sure that all these things are addressed. So by having just 9 platforms, we address nationwide.
Exactly.
We should have had a podcast that talks about.
Look how many platforms of soccer.
Yes. And just yesterday, let me tell you, just yesterday, I've never seen a choral one. I've seen there's one choral one, a TikTok one, but that guy just throws in like he just plays music.
Yeah.
He just plays music. But still, look at the soccer one. Paris played yesterday, and it was packed.
Yes.
People are talking about Relemo Fukeng this, Relemo Fukeng
And
that.
people are sharing those.
I wanna talk about the lady. I don't know her name. I wanna talk about the lady who sang the solo of Gauteng Choristers. That lady that sang the solo of Otirompani of the Verdi's Requiem. My word, I wanna meet that lady and give her my hand. We should have platforms where we also talk. That lady gave amazing performance.
Yes.
Maybe it's one person that you should invite her.
I think I did.
You did invite her?
Yeah. I did invite her.
Cool.
She's coming soon.
Thank you. I want to see that.
Tando Mabuz.
Yes. What a performance! I want to meet her, shake and say, "Yes, this one, well done."
From the provincial level.
I only see the national one. We get what I'm saying, but I'm saying is that we could be talking. There must be a platform where we talk about and ask Muhao, how the hell did you come up with that song? You must tell us. I mean, what a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I still want to hear I heard snippets of what the music is all about. I still say that of the Ritlamulemuha, all the Ritlamulemuha songs interpretation, I still like Tetla's one. Every performance, we were supposed to have a fans who say, yeah, now Tetla's one.
Yes.
Where we just talk as supporters. Next time we have 4 supporters and we talk about how Choral was interpreted. You invite me, you invite Tetla, you play Choral, and then we dissect it where you're playing it here. We say, so now, but I see that part for me, that part. We make it interesting. Whether we are right or wrong doesn't matter. But we are here, we are talking, we are laughing, we are dissecting the performance. From there on, we go to the next one and say, all right, the choir from Botswana won. Let's play it. Whether it's a cell phone recording. Now we sit and we say, we talk and say, yeah, I want to from Bawan. I don't think he made justice there for me. Whether we are not saying the results must be changed.
Yeah.
No. They're done already. But we want to talk about the performance. Now we are sitting here, we're talking about the performance. Bar one from Bam 2, look at that guy, how he conducts. I like 1, 2, 3, look at the soloist, the quality of the soloist. Me and you are sitting here, we are drinking wine. We are talking, we are dissecting the performance. Soccer are doing that. Why can't we do that?
Exactly.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we? Because we don't have. Like I'm saying, we it is. I don't know if it's something that you're gonna do, but already giving you an idea.
I got it. I got
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could be sitting and we're sitting and we talk about the performance. We talk about performances.
Yes.
Immediately after that, we talk about going forward. You speak to Tirompani. They say to you, all right, next year we are going to perform whatever song that they're going to perform, the repertoire that they release.
Yes.
We go into the repertoire and say, okay, let's speak.
Before they
What
say,
is the song required? The song requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who I think now a guy from where can sing. That's my favorite baritone. I think he can do 1, 2, 3, 5. You think I think that one is better than this one. You know, we entice.
Exactly.
We've got a TikTok page where we throw this.
Exactly.
We go live. We talk. We laugh. We share. That's what we need to do. Are we doing it? No. We're not doing it.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
We'll do it.
Thank you.
Trust me.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
Donald, thank you, man, for your time.
Sir, thank you very much.
What else you think people don't understand about choral music?
I say my departing statement would be choral music is a performing art. Underline the word performing.
Yes.
We don't belong in the boardroom. We belong on stage.
Exactly.
We are a performing. Let us go to stage and perform.
Okay.
That's it.
Sure.
Let us go to stage and perform. That's my departing words. Thank you.
That's it. That was Donald. This episode is a must watch. Trust me. Sharp.